I bought the domain name Part Shipper because I'm trying to use the keywords parts in there, and I was trying to get something that would be easy to remember. It may not be the best domain name in the world, but we can start with this one right here. Julian said he doesn't like this font. He said it needs to be a more bold, stronger font, so I'm going to change the fonts right here. But if you look right here, this is what we've got so far. This is the home page. We've got right now. You've got two things. You've got these kits. If you look on right here, trying to figure out how to make. So we've got these icons. I'm gonna get Manuela to do me some icons. If you click on like the any of these, if you click on any of them at all, we come back over here. If you click on any of these, then what happens is it breaks down the parts for you in a submenu. Now, right now we've got 646 kits and 9,900 parts online, and you can see it's still fast. I mean, you're still talking about 5.5 milliseconds for load times, even though you've got 10,000 parts plus 647 or 646 kits. But if you click on one of these, what happens is, and these icons have got to be done, and the other thing, a lot of these kits aren't in categories, so it automatically, when you click on the model, it will automatically pull all the parts and puts them into the categories they go in. So if I click on accessories, it will show nothing but accessories. And we've got to do these images. Sebastian, he put Himalaya's logo on every one of these, so I've got to go back through and redo the images. And that's something else. Julian was saying to take out this background so that the background was the same as this. Like if you come over here to the let's come over here. So you're looking to buy a motorcycle. He was saying to do something like this, and then here it breaks the motorcycles down. You know, you can come in here, and you've got the motor. It does 360 degrees. If you come down here, you've got the engine. I don't know what this would look like on a cell phone. If you click on services, the services, you pick a motorcycle. So you say, hey, you know, I've got a Pulsar. I need to repair it. I need a brake system, and it fills out the content, and then all you got to do is it tells the dealership what you want, what type of work you want to get done. But and then right, if you're in here, and see the other thing is if you click on one of these, that's went to buy a motorcycle. If you click on one of these here, it takes you to all the parts. So this shows all the different parts for, and this should really have the side menu too, so that you can pick on a model after you come in here. But I mean, this is 4 pages worth of parts, whichever one I clicked on. I clicked on engines. So if you come in here and you say, okay, I want to explore parts, again, we've got to get these icons done, but these icons should all be different and should show, because if I close this menu, it's going to just show me the icons. So I should be able to figure out what it is I'm looking for just from the icons. Oh, it won't let me click on them though. Look at that. I'm going to have to fix that so you can click on the icons. But from here, you've got your exhaust system. If you click on the exhaust, now, and this color needs to change. This is a really ugly looking color. Probably the across here we should have the title or the name of it. Down here, I'm trying to go through and add a description on every one of these for ranking in the search engines, because what we're trying to do is make this thing pretty much rank for all the different keywords. Here you pick what you want. If you look at changes to price, none of the prices are correct. I've got to go through and add all the prices for 10,000 parts right here. And then if you click add to cart, it takes you, you got to log in, and this login page needs to be done a little bit different. But once you log in here, then all this has got to be fixed. So I'm going to look at this right here. But right now I'm trying to, I'll get that fixed today, but you can get an idea of what I've got, what we're looking at. And again, Manuela's supposed to be getting these icons right here. So there's icons here, and then each item will have its own icon. So you've got icons for the models, and what I've been doing is just typing in motorcycle cover, motorcycle cover icon, motorcycle cover electrical, motorcycle front hub, motorcycle frame, and then getting an idea of what type of icons there are. If I see a free one, I'll just grab it, change the colors of it to whatever I need it to be, then I'm sticking them in here. These we can change the size of it if you think they're too big. But this gives you an idea of what I've got so far. We've got the blog over here, and then you've got well, that's not working either. We go through and fix that. So there's a bunch of little things I'm fixing. The search isn't working yet either, I don't think. If I come over here to explore parts and I type in engine, Yeah, I've got to fix that stuff. So basically, this gives you an idea of what we've got so far and what I'm trying to build. But the big thing is, when you say what's the hardest website to build, one, they'll say it's impossible to make a website ADA compliant, W3C valid code, to load in 0.5 milliseconds. All that stuff is impossible, but we've got that. Now you say what's the hardest website to build, and they're going to say a shopping cart. So we're building out this shopping cart, but then if you say, can you build me a shopping cart to sell parts online, everybody's going to say, well, it's really complicated because you've got each part goes with a different machine, and it's very difficult to figure out how you're going to do it. No. So we're not only building the most complicated website there is to build, but we're also setting up it in the most difficult industry, which is selling car and motorcycle parts online. So we're building something where there's not going to be a whole lot of competition, because there's pretty much nobody that's got a good nobody, not Shopify, not WordPress, nobody's got a good shopping cart. All of them suck. I mean, none of Shopify's average website takes like 5 seconds to load. You lose 53% of the traffic in 3 seconds. So they're losing more than half their traffic. That means if I'm spending $1,000 on ads and I want to double my income, if I make one sale for every $1,000 I spend, if I want to double that, I can either double the amount of money I spend or just increase the speed by 0.1 millisecond and get it that way. So the speed is really important, and we've got the fastest website in the world. We've got the only website that's ADA compliant, the only website that's got W3C valid code, and now we're building it out in the most difficult industry in the world to build it in. So all we've got to do is, and you've got companies who are making millions of dollars. You've got dealerships and people who are selling parts online who are doing millions of dollars a month. All we've got to do is get in touch with the dealerships and convince them that this is what they need to be doing. But, we've got to clean it up a little bit, but you can see it's a long ways. I mean, it's come a long ways. I mean, this stuff right here, I'll have set up a lot more of it today. By the end of this week, everything should be working on here, and we should have the icons done and everything, and then it's down to marketing. And, I mean, I'll explain how we'll do the marketing in another video, but you can see what we've got so far, and it's pretty awesome setup, even though, I mean, it might be difficult to understand exactly what's happening. But just this right here is pretty cool. The fact that you click on a model and then you get all the parts for that model in the categories that they go in. So it's a pretty awesome setup. And you don't see very many people. I've only seen one website that does this way, where you've got where you pick the parts from the parts manual, where you're looking at the part and you see exactly what you're looking at over here. And then you can come over here and line up everything and say, okay, yeah, I want this gasket right here. That's all I need. And you click on it, and then you're able to buy it. And again, this will be fixed today. Well, it's working now, look. So, I mean, I can remove stuff. This is where I've been. You can remove, whoops. Again, it's a little touchy right now. I'm going through fixing stuff. But you can add more. It should have an image over here, but the image isn't showing up. But you can get an idea of exactly what we're setting up and how we're doing it. And if you come down here, which all this stuff shouldn't be in here, because really, I mean, this is where I've been adding stuff. I didn't know it was adding it in here, but it's been adding it under my name. But we can get to the bottom of it, and you hit checkout, then it will take you onto the checkout process and everything else. So you could actually come in here and buy the parts if the prices were correct. And once everything is set up, and it's still got Himalaya never paid me for the website, so this is our website right here that we're setting up. So it should be a pretty awesome setup. And then we can get in touch with some Baja dealerships and see if, one, if they want a copy of the website, and two, if they'll ship the parts if we sell them. So those are going to be the first two things we do. And, I mean, I think it's a pretty good-looking website, but depending on which device you're in, it may look different. I like the yellow and on the gray. I mean, I just need to get your thoughts and opinions on it and see what you think. But this is what I've got so far.